We are going to play with time. Let's talk about these points related to time. The first one is, what is time? I want to start this way. If a person start to move from this place and he reaches to this place, let's say this is his house and this is his office. How long he takes to reach up to the office? This is one of the event. We can say this is one event coming out from his house, and another event reaching to the office, entered into the office. There are two events, and the duration between these two events is called time taken by him to go to office. And let's say it is 25 minutes. In the same way, let's say I started this class from certain time and it ends at certain time. This is starting time and this is ending. If I take 10 minutes 15 seconds to complete this class, then we can say that the duration of this class or time period for this class is 10 minutes 15 seconds. This way we can define time this way. Duration between two events is called time. In this case, he came out from the house, one event. He entered into the office, another event. Duration is 25 minutes. It is time. And in the same way, starting of class and ending of class, it took 10 minutes 15 seconds, and this duration is time for this class. This way, duration between two events is called time. Okay, now I finished this. Now let's talk about 1 second. Before 1 second, we'll talk together with this one solar day. Let's talk about zenith first. Let's say a person is standing at a place. I'm not making very nice figure for that person because we have to understand the subject matter only. A person is standing at a place and sun is, let's say, just above his head. Then this point at which sun is present is called zenith. That's why we can define zenith this way. It is an imaginary point in the sky lying just above the head of a man standing at a place. What? Zenith. This way we can define this zenith. Now, why should we know about zenith? Now, I'm talking about the another day. Another day when the sun comes at the same point. Then we can say that this is one solar day. Look at this. How do we define one solar day? I told you about zenith. When the sun comes at the zenith, the period of time taken by it to come again to the same position is known as one solar day. And 1 upon 86,400th part of a mean solar day is known as 1 second time. When this one solar day is divided into this much part, then one of the part makes 1 second time. This way I told you about this one solar day and 1 second time also. Now let's talk about sometimes how we define day in different way. Look at this. Let's say this is earth, this is north pole, this is south pole. An imaginary line which joins north and south pole is called axis of the earth. And all of we know that earth keeps on rotating around its axis. It keeps on rotating this way. And time taken by the earth to rotate once around its axis is called 1 day. And this 1 day is of how much? 24 hours. This way 1 day can be defined. Now let's talk about 1 year. Let's say this is sun. Earth revolves around the sun in elliptical path. And this is the path, let's say. Earth revolves around it. This is earth, this is sun. Time taken by the earth to revolve once around the sun is called 1 year time. And 1 year is of 365 days. Now let's talk about the measurement of time. Now we are entering into measurement. Till now we were talking about the time only. Now pendulum, what is it exactly? When a weight is suspended with the help of a thread, then it is called pendulum, and this pendulum is pivoted through certain center. Now if it is pulled to this much certain distance here, and if it is released, then it oscillates this way and again goes to another side and reaches to this point, and it again oscillates from this point to its previous displaced point. This way it keeps on oscillating. That's why pendulum is useful for the measurement of time in pendulum clock, in which time is actually measured by the oscillation period of pendulum. Oscillation period of time, we have to remember this first. Time is measured by the oscillation period of pendulum. Time is measured with the help of this pendulum in pendulum clock. But let's talk about different types of clock first, and then we'll be clear about the measurement of time by different clock. There are different types of clock. One of them is quartz clock. Actually, quartz clock, sometimes called quartz watches also. A quartz crystal is used for the measurement of time. The oscillating quartz crystal, actually time is measured by the oscillation period of quartz crystal in the quartz clock. Oscillation of what? Quartz crystal. Time is measured in quartz clock or quartz watches by the oscillation of quartz the quartz crystal. Like this, it keeps on oscillating this way. Now there is another type of clock also, which is called electronic clock. What is it? Actually, electronic clock means we have to understand first about the alternating current AC. AC is used at home for different purpose. The electric current which is supplied to our houses is alternating current. The frequency of the oscillation of electron in AC in alternating current is 50 Hz. Frequency of the oscillating electron is of 50 Hz. I mean to say there are two lines. One is called live line, another is called neutral line, and live line and neutral line are connected by means of this device, and the current comes from live line and it goes to neutral line. Again from neutral line it comes back to live line. This way oscillation of electron occurs in the alternating current, and its frequency is how much? 50 Hz. Time is measured by the oscillation period of electrons in electronic clock. This oscillation period of electrons. Electron is used to measure time. In what? In electronic clock. Now let's talk about third, mechanical clock. The mechanical clock means just pendulum clock is also a mechanical clock. What is mechanical clock? Time is measured with the help of oscillation period of pendulum or oscillation of balanced wheel. Oscillation of pendulum or oscillation of what? Oscillation of balanced wheel. We are measuring time in mechanical clock by using what? Oscillation period of pendulum or oscillation period of balanced wheel. This type of wheel keeps on moving, which is balanced wheel, and you can see this in mechanical clock. Okay, number 4, atomic clock. Actually, atomic clock is not in use in daily life. It is used in scientific purpose only. Time is measured with the help of electromagnetic emission of cesium atom. Time is measured by what? Electromagnetic emission. Magnetic emission of what? Cesium. Cesium 133 atom. Time is measured by this emission of electromagnetic emission of cesium 133 atom, and this measurement of time is very accurate. Even 1 millionth part of a second can also be measured. There is another clock also. I want to mention another clock also. This is called radioactive decay clock. This in radioactive decay clock, time is measured by the uranium decay. Uranium decay or carbon dating. And time, this process is used for the measurement of the time. I mean to say age of fossil. Measurement of the age of fossil, which fossil is more older and which fossil is less older. This way time is measured in the measurement of fossil. This is the slowest one. I mean to say this is the measurement of time. Very long time period can be measured by this very least accurate, and this is the most accurate, and very short time period can also be measured. Okay, this was for today.